Hello there, welcome to CSEC Math TV. Today we will be looking at finding missing angles in polygons. The first thing we want to look at is the different types of polygons there are. So the first type of polygon we want to look at is pentagon. A pentagon is just a five-sided figure, alright? And then a hexagon, this is a polygon with 6 sides. Then we have what's known as a heptagon or a septagon. That one has 7 sides. A 8-sided figure, that's known as a octagon. And then a 9-sided figure, that's known as a nonagon. And then a 10-sided figure, we call it a decagon. Alright? Now, the most important thing we want to talk about is finding angles within the polygon. And so what we must know is if n is the number of sides, then the sum of interior angles is given by this rule for any polygon. The sum of interior angles is given by 180 degrees times n minus 2. So for example, a hexagon. Look at this hexagon up here. It has 6 sides, so n equals 6. So the sum of the interior angles of the hexagon is going to be 180 degrees times, replace n with 6, so it's 6 minus 2, which is 4, and 180 times 4 is 720 degrees. The sum of the interior angles of a hexagon is 720. Let's have a look at a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has 4 sides. We already know the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral, but using the formula, it would be 180 times 4 minus 2, which is 180 times 2, which is 360 degrees. Nice. And so here is what we must know. We must know this now. So any polygon has n sides, and the sum of interior angles is 180 degrees times n minus 2. For a triangle, it has 3 sides. The sum of interior angles is 180 times 3 minus 2, which works out to be 180 times 1, which is 180 degrees. A quadrilateral, 180 times 4 minus 2, which works out to be 180 times 2, which is 360. What about a decagon? 10 sides. What would be the sum of interior angles? 180 times 10 minus 2, which is 180 times 8, which is 1440 degrees. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and try some questions. So this right here, it says find the missing angles, and it gives us x, y, w, z, v, and we need to find all of those angles. So pause the video and attempt. So the first thing we realize is that this is a 5-sided figure and they're all equal in length. So this is a pentagon, so n equals 5. So the sum of the interior angles is 180 times 5 minus 2. That is 180 times 3, which is 540. Since it's a regular polygon, we know that z will equal y, which will equal x, which will equal w, which will equal v. So we can just call all of them x. So it's 5x is 540. And we divide 540 by 5. So x equal to 180 degrees. But remember, x was equal to y, which was equal to z, which was equal to v, which was equal to w. So all of the angles equal 108 degrees. Easy, beautiful, nice. How about this one? Try this one for me. Pause and attempt. So as we realize again, this is a pentagon, a 5-sided figure. We already established the sum of angles in a pentagon is 540. And so since all the angles sum to 540, we can set up our equation. X plus 100 plus 90 plus 145 plus 134 is 540. So when you add up all of those, you get x plus 469 is 540. Subtracting 469 from 540, we get 71. So x equals 71 degrees. Easy. Let's try to make it a little more challenging. Find the value of x in this figure right here. Pause the video and attempt. So as you would have paused, we already realized it's a pentagon. And it is coincidental that all of these examples are pentagon. We already know the sum of interior angles is 540. However, how are we going to find x? That's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. We see that the line AE is parallel to DC, and we see that ED would be a transversal line. So what we do know then is that 80 plus x plus 57 would be equal to 180, because co-interior angles sum to 180. So when we transpose it, x is going to be 43 degrees. Nice. Now once we get x is 43 degrees, we can put that on the diagram. And now we know that 80 plus 43 plus 57 plus 108 plus the angle at B, which is 90, that equal to 540 degrees. So we can then transpose for y. And so y is equal to 540 degrees minus 378, which is 162. So y is equal to 162 degrees. Nice. Alright, now let's look at this question here. It says AB, CD, EF is a hexagon with those angles in the diagram. Find the value of x. So pause the video and attempt. Alright, now we realize that's a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides. So the sum of interior angles is 180 times 6 minus 2, which we know is 180 times 4. And 180 times 4 is 720 degrees. Hey! Now, since we know that the sum of the interior angles is 720 degrees, we can say x plus 112 plus 133 plus x plus 105 is 720. So 3x plus 350 is 720. So transposing, we get 3x is equal to 720 minus 350, which is 370 degrees. So x is going to be 370 divided by 3, which works out to be 123.3 degrees. Alright, so that will be the value of x. Nice. Alright, let's try to increase the difficulty one last time. So this question says the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 2340 degrees. Determine the number of sides it has. So go ahead, pause and attempt. Now this one looks dangerous, but the first thing we need to remember is that the sum of interior angles, the formula is 180 times n minus 2. And the sum of interior angles of this polygon is 2340, so we equate them. So 180 times n minus 2 is equal to 2340. So then all we need to do is divide both sides by 180. So we're left then with n minus 2 being equal to 2340 divided by 180, which we know is 13. So we go ahead and add 2 to both sides, so n equals 15. So therefore, any side with 15, so if it is a polygon with 15 sides, the sum of the interior angles will be 2340 degrees. Very easy. Nice. So that concludes how you would go about finding missing angles inside a polygon, no matter what type of polygon it is. Alright, so stay tuned. See you next time. Keep on practicing and have a blessed day.